Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a meet recap. So I competed in states on February 17th. My first squat attempt was at 97.5 kilos, which is 214.9, and that moved really well. My second attempt was at 105, which is 231.5 pounds. And I got one red light on the left side. I think the judge was just really strict because a lot of people got that red light, and I'm pretty sure she called it for depth. And for my third attempt, I went for 112.5, which is 248, and I failed it. I just didn't get it up. Honestly, if I tried really hard, then I could have gotten it up, but I didn't want to do that because I've learned that being healthy and not injuring myself is more important than a lift. So I just put in enough effort that if I could get it up with decent form, then I would. But if I had to break down so much of my form to get the lift up, then that's not really worth it for me. So that's why I failed it, and not on purposely, since it was really heavy and it did feel hard, and I only could have gotten it up if I really died for it. So yeah, that was squats. So it ended up with 105, which is 231.5 pounds. So something different about this meet that it was my first time experiencing was there was only one flight on my platform. There's just flight A, there was no flight B. Usually with 2 flights or even 3 flights, there's enough time for flight A to eat and to rest a little bit, use the restroom and that kind of stuff between squats and bench warm-ups, since flight B would be doing squats before flight A would start bench. But with no other flight in the middle, it's just a 20-minute break instead of a 10-minute break. But that's still not enough considering I have 5 warm-ups for each lift. That's not enough time to eat, drink water, use the restroom, and also I had to space my warm-ups out more, up to 10 to 12 minute spacings, because each attempt was 15 minutes away. Literally between my first and second squats, it was 15 minutes. And also that felt a little bit weird because I usually don't rest that long at home. It was nice to rest, but sometimes when you rest too much, you lose your energy and the momentum you got building up. For my first bench attempt, I did 60, which is 132.3 pounds, and that went up really easy. And I felt that pause was on the longer side of what I'm used to. Even competing at nationals 2 times, that's still on the longer side, but I was whatever. And on my second attempt, I went for 65, which is 143.3 pounds, and I failed it. And the pause that head ref gave me was so long. So I re-attempted it for my third attempt, so same thing, 65, and I got it up really easily because he actually gave me a normal pause. It was still longer than the ones he gave the other people. Right before the second attempt, I did watch the person in front of me, and she literally got a half count pause. I wouldn't even consider that a pause rep for rep work at home. The bar was still wobbling and he gave the press command. So after that second attempt, I literally watched on the live stream when I was waiting in the back every single other press command, and he gave every single other person a fast press command. There was nothing even close to my first attempt pause and nothing remotely close to my second attempt pause. So this seemed like a personal attack. I was just really frustrated that he gave me such a long pause. But for my third attempt, he gave me a decent pause. It was definitely still longer than the pause he gave everyone else, including the girl right before me and the girl right behind me. But yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. That 65 for my third attempt moved really fast. If I got a pause like that for my second attempt, I would have gone up to 70 for my third attempt, which I'm pretty sure I could have gotten to. So yeah, I ended up with 65 for my bench. And for deadlifts, for my first attempt, I did 120, which is 264.6, and it went up pretty easy. On my second attempt, I did 130, which is 286.6, and it went up, but it was much harder than I expected it to be. And so for my third attempt, I just did 135, which is 297.6, which I did kind of expect that I wasn't going to get up because of how 130 moved. I was debating on whether to put down 132 or 135 because 132.5 seemed more possible than 135, but honestly it would have still been RP 10, and I don't think it would have been worth it to use so much energy just for that 2.5 kilo increase on my total, since it wasn't like gonna make a difference at all. So that's why I just stuck with 135, which I didn't pull up, which I expected. Same thing as I said for squats, like I'd rather not put 100% effort and fail to lift than put 100% effort, have my form break down, and then cause pain and injuries and that kind of stuff. I've noticed with a lot of my other meets is that my deadlifts always perform not well because after squats and bench, my hips get really tight. When my hips are tight, I can't use my hips and my glutes when I deadlift. So that's another reason why deadlift sucks at meets. And also, I forgot to say, I weighed in at 56.35 kgs, which is like 124 pounds, which is much lower than I usually weigh. I usually weigh around 127 to 9, but that was like in the afternoon and it was 124, so I was pretty lightweight, but I was still in the 132 category. But yeah, that's basically it for my meet, and I ended up getting 3rd place. I'm not unsatisfied with my lifts since I personally made the choice to not push like 110% for my 3rd attempts to prevent injury, since I've got other more important things to do that rely on my health than just these 2 lifts. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.